I've spent years in these markets. I've read charts, and I still do. I manage portfolios. But the toughest portfolio I ever saw wasn't on any screen. It was in the parking lot under my office. There were two old coworkers of mine, Karam and Alif. Same job, same pay. Karam's car gets nicer every year.
Alif's car has a little dent, and nobody even looks at it. But here's the truth. 3 days before payday, Karam has $400 in his account and close to $20,000 in debt. Alif has savings equal to 11 months of expenses, and her investments are quietly growing. Same building, same income, completely opposite outcome. I call this the appearance tax. Every dollar spent looking rich kills a dollar that was supposed to compound into wealth. Veblen figured this out 100 years ago. A $50 watch and a $1,000 watch tell time with the same accuracy. That extra money buys appearance, not accuracy. And the person chasing that appearance the hardest is usually the one barely making it to the end of the month. The millionaire next door proves the same thing. Most real millionaires live in modest houses and drive ordinary cars. But we've all been programmed since childhood with this idea: if you have money, you have to show it.
Today, that program runs on our phones. Nearly half of young people get pulled into this, and most of them admit it's wrecking their budget. Because the flashy life you're seeing is usually held up by debt. These days, there are even services that let you pay off food delivery in installments.
One person realized she was spending $9,000 a year ordering food every day. Invested at 7%, that money grows to nearly $900,000 over 30 years. So a burrito debt is eating a retirement. Cars tell the same story. The average car loan is now pushing $44,000. 1 in 5 loans has a payment over $1,000 a month, and it's usually not a supercar. It's an ordinary pickup truck. Leasing is its own trap. Someone who leases a luxury sedan for years pays through the steepest depreciation years and ends up owning nothing when the contract's done. Meanwhile, look at the list of actually wealthy people. Toyota, Honda, Ford. Bezos drove a Honda even after he was rich. Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958. That's because they got wealthy first and only then, if they wanted to, added the flash. Most people do it backwards. They buy the flash first and wait for the wealth to show up. And it never does. Every status purchase drags its own ecosystem behind it. A bigger house means more bills. A truck means more insurance. That's why a raise never fixes anything either. The moment income goes up, expectations inflate at the same speed. Rent works the same way. A fancier apartment eats 30 to 40% of your paycheck. And you end up owning nothing. Here's the real ratio. Someone performing wealth spends 20 to 30% on their income on it. Someone who's actually wealthy spends 2 to 5%. Over a career, that gap equals an entire fortune. Take two people earning the same $70,000. One spends 28% on appearances, the other spends 4% and invests the rest. Over 30 years, that gap adds up to around $1,700,000. They start on the same line. One ends up with a closet full of stuff heading into retirement. The other ends up completely free. Real wealth isn't what you show, it's what you keep. The person who keeps it can walk away from a bad boss. The person who's just performing sees the whole show collapse the moment the income stops. So first ask yourself, am I buying this for myself or to be seen? Then make saving automatic and spending hard. Move your money into an account that actually pays you interest. And remember, it's not where you stand that matters. It's your trajectory. Someone with modest savings and a high savings rate overtakes someone with bigger savings and a zero savings rate within 10 years. If you feel like you're behind, you're not.
You're at a turning point. Every time I drive past that parking lot now, I don't see the same thing anymore. I see the shiny car, the logo, and I know that's the appearance tax being paid in real time. Right there is the quiet car with the little dent. Its owner isn't proving anything to anyone. But 10 years from now, who's actually free? And who's still running inside a performance? I see this in the market every single day, too. The ones putting on a show lose. The ones who save and hold on win. Looking rich does exactly its job. It just never guarantees you'll actually become rich.